everybody. So I wanted to check in and see how everybody was doing. Our sale is going phenomenal. We hit our goal of the 500 in sales, so the sale slash party, whatever you want to call it, now qualifies, which is super exciting. So anybody that's placed an order this week in that sale, you'll be in the drawing to win $55 worth of free products. So if you ordered the starter kit, you can get your starter kit for free, or you can get more products for free. You can split it up however you want to do it. If you want to just take, $20 off your starter kit and then have $30 worth of free products, we can do that. Or you can do 2 colors and mix it up, however you feel like you want to do it. So that's super exciting. So I will make that announcement after the party ends. The following day after the party ends, and the party goes to the 9th, so that's exciting. So on the 10th, at some point that day, I'll do the drawing, and I'll use that random picker online. I wanted to do a demo though. I've had a lot more, like I said, a lot more sales this week, and a lot of people have been first-time users, and so I highly recommended that starter kit to everybody, which will come with your gloss, your color, and your remover. So I wanted to go through exactly what you would do as a first-time user, or if you're just applying your LipSense, rather just to show everybody exactly what they need to do. So the first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself some witch hazel. You can either get wipes that'll look like this, or they also come in a liquid form that'll look like this. And then this you'll just put on like a paper towel or a washcloth or whatever you have. And you can get these at Walmart or online from Amazon, and they will be your lifesaver. So the importance of your witch hazel wipes are first-time users, first-time LipSense users are gonna go, most of the time, are gonna go through what's called an exfoliation process. And when you get your orders, I'm actually gonna send you these cards, and one of them goes over the exfoliation process in full. But what happens is LipSense is lead-free and wax-free. And so many other products out there that we use, the chapsticks, the lipsticks, anything like that, they have that lead and that wax in it. And so what happens from years of using that is it builds up on your lips. And so when you first use LipSense, it's gonna break through all those layers. For me, they say it can last up to a month. For me, it honestly lasted maybe 3 days, not even that long. Now granted, I was a huge chapstick fanatic before LipSense, but I never really wore lipstick per se, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But what that does is it's going to break through all those layers. So you might notice the first week or so your color's not lasting as long, or it might be flaking a little bit. That's that exfoliation process. So stick with it. Don't let that scare you. That's completely normal. And these witch hazel wipes, if you start with these before you put your LipSense on, and then at the end of the night or midday, whenever you take your color off, after you use your remover, you get that color off, use these again. That will speed up that process tremendously. And then also use your glosses. Sleep in your glosses. It doesn't matter if you've got a colored one. This is Orchid. That's what I'm going to use today. Or if you've gotten the Glossy Gloss or any of them, they all have shea butter in them, and so they help to super hydrate your lips. Also, if you're having any other major issues with it, let me know, text me, we can work through it. But coconut oil is also a really, really good thing to use. It really helps to speed that process up, and it gets those lips healed and better faster, and your lips feel great. It gets you back down to that natural, nice, smooth base, and it removes all that wax and all that lead over years of the use of the other products. So your lips will thank you in the end, I promise. So that is exactly what the exfoliation process is it just breaks that down, gets that dead skin off, everything like that. So stick with it for sure, but use your witch hazel wipes. And then also in your packages, you'll get these cute little cards as well. These are just tips and tricks on how to apply, how to make your LipSense last longer, things like that. So I'm gonna start with my witch hazel wipes. And I actually kind of cut mine just so they last longer, because you only really need just a small piece. And just give your lips a good scrub down. You don't have to go in any sort of direction. You don't have to push really hard or anything like that. Just kind of wipe them down so you know that it's a good clean base. And this witch hazel wipes, even though it's a astringent, it also helps to moisturize your lips, and it gets that dead skin off as well. Okay, so you've prepped your lips. So just let it dry. And today I'm gonna do Praline Rose. It's a really pretty natural color. It's more of like a lighter, it's a brown color, but it's more of like a lighter brown. So you'll hear that ball in there. Shake that up really, really good. There, you can hear it there. like this. Never shake it like this on your wrist, especially upside down, because you could bust your bottle. So make sure you give it a good shake. I usually, first time colors, I usually shake them at least a minute, because it has denatured alcohol in it, and it also has the coloring in it, so you want to get a really good mixture of those. And when you first apply this to your lips, you might feel a little bit of a tingle. Some people almost say it's a burn. It didn't hurt, it didn't burn at all. It lasts maybe 15-20 seconds. Again, don't let that scare you, because that is the denatured alcohol working through all those layers of buildup wax and things like that on your lips. It goes away. Like I said, it only lasts like 15-20 seconds, and that's normal. So don't think that you're allergic to it or you're having a reaction or anything like that. That's that burning or that tingling. I think it was kind of a tingle. I didn't think it hurt at all. It only lasted like 15 seconds. And honestly, a lot of times when I open a brand new color, I'll still feel that. Even though I use this stuff every day and I've been using it for a while, I'll still feel that. Okay, so you've got it mixed up really well. Just open it up, and you have this cute little applicator inside, and make sure you wipe off any excess on this applicator. It doesn't take much, very, very small amount. 3 thin layers is the key. And what you want to do is go all in one direction. You don't want to go back and forth and scrub, because it's going to get tacky and it's not going to stick like it should. All right, I'm actually going to use a mirror because it's kind of hard to see in my phone, guys. Sorry. So hopefully you guys can still see me. So I'm going to go in one smooth direction. You can go like this and all the way around, or you can do it, you know, however you want to do it, but just try and go in one direction. And like I said, only go over one spot once, and you're going to do 3 thin layers. So if you feel like you didn't get it thick enough, we'll go back over it. But like I said, it's 3 thin layers. It doesn't hardly take anything at all, plus your color lasts longer. So that's awesome. All right, so here we go. That's it. One little swoop in the front. Now I'm going to do my waterline. And this is a really natural light color. And then I'm going to do the top. And then do my waterline. And the other side. And your waterline. And then you also want to get your corners of your mouth. So just get a little bit in the corner of your mouth. Especially when you're using those, sorry, you're not supposed to let your lips touch when this is drying. So it kind of looks funny when I do this, guys. Especially when you're using those bright colors like Kiss or Cause, blue, red, pomegranate, things like that that are really, really bright. Make sure you get your waterline in your corners of your mouth. Otherwise, it's going to look kind of funny. And then you just let it dry. It usually takes like 20-30 seconds, not long. And the importance of the 3 thin layers is the first layer that goes on your lips is going to be broken down by your body's TH. That's really hard to say without touching your lips. So medicines that you're on, your body's TH, that's going to break that first layer down. The second thin layer of color that you do is going to be your actual color layer. That's the one that's going to pop all day, that's going to stay all long. That's what you're going to see all day long. And then the third layer, I can't count today, that you're going to do is the environmental layer. So anything that you eat, you drink, you kiss, anything you put to your lips, the environment's going to break that down. So how that works is when you have 3 thin layers, that middle layer is always protected by the inner and outer layer. That's how this stuff lasts so long. No, it's not a lip stain. No, it's not going to stain your lips forever. It actually molecularly bonds, and that's why, again, it's going to break through those layers. It'll molecularly bond to the skin of your lips. And with the 3 thin layers and the ingredients that are in the LipSense, now mind you, it's GMO-free, lead-free, wax-free, gluten-free, no testing on animals, anything like that. So this stuff is fantastic. All right, so get your applicator. Again, take off any excess. And like I said, this stuff only takes like 20-30 seconds to dry. It doesn't take long, and you'll feel it dry. One direction, waterline, and I usually kind of roll it because you can see how there's like nothing on that and there's a little on that, instead of having to dip it back in and clean it off every time. Okay, top layer, waterline, and then the corners of your mouth. So you can kind of see it a little bit better on that one. And like I said, if you feel like you're not hardly using any color, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So that's good. It's not like any other lipstick we already used before where you have to like go back and forth and scrub it on and use a ton. This stuff, like I said, only takes just a little bit. Just a little bit. And then just let it dry. And then we'll do our third layer. And then I want to top it with Orchid Gloss today, which is a really pretty fun pink color as well. And nobody guessed my color from this morning, by the way. So there's still a 7% off chance. You gotta guess it. There's been a couple of guesses in there. It's only one color, topped with normal glossy gloss. I know the picture, sorry guys, kind of tries to, or kind of looks a little bit darker. That just as a hint, it's a lighter color. And it's only one color, topped with glossy gloss. And I have worn it a million times, if that helps. I'm trying to make it easier for you guys. So 10% off chance is still there for grabs. All right, and final third layer, on direction, waterline. There, you can see that there. That's 30. And then the top layer, or top lips rather, waterline. And then the corner here now. And I have told people before, especially first time users, that this stuff can kind of feel kind of sticky when you first put it on. That's the importance of the gloss. Because what the gloss does, that shea butter penetrates down through all those layers of the denatured alcohol and the coloring that's in the LipSense, and it really locks that color in. So then that immediately gets rid of the stickiness, immediately gets rid of any sort of, like if you don't let it dry long enough, you can kind of feel it's like kind of tacky. So that's the importance to let it dry. Each layer, let it dry all the way. And again, that gloss gets rid of that. And then if you use your gloss throughout the day, that's how your color is going to stay on even longer. Plus, it super moisturizes your lips and it feels amazing. So again, key with the exfoliation process, after you take this stuff off at night and you use your witch hazel wipes, sleep in your gloss. Put your gloss on just like you would any chapstick, anything like that, and sleep in it. And stop using other chapstick products. Don't use anything that has wax in it, or it's going to be counterproductive, and it's going to seem like your full exfoliation process never ends. All right, and then with the gloss, like this one doesn't have any sort of milkiness to it, but the opal kind of looks milky. So there's no ball in this to shake it. You don't have to go in any sort of direction. You can just put this on however you want. But if for any reason you ordered the opal and it seems like it's kind of like the milkiness, I guess, is like the product is kind of sitting in the bottom of the bottle, do like a swirl pattern, or you can go up and down, and that'll get it good and mixed up for you. And then you can just put this on however you want. So there's no tips or tricks to the gloss. And same thing like when you're reapplying all day long, things like that, just put it on however you want. And that's it. So this is Praline Rose, topped with Orchid Gloss. There we are, in my Praline Rose. And now mind you, this is gonna pull my gloss off, but I just wanna show you guys. I mean, this is amazing. I just put this on, you just witnessed this. Nothing. Now there's a little bit of my gloss on there. Obviously your gloss isn't gonna stay on like your color. But I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Like I've said before, I've had this stuff last like 20 hours, and I still had to use my remover to get it off. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to show you guys super quick. I'm gonna come back in a little bit. I apologize, I have no other makeup on, and do my Shadow Sense demo and my black lash sense, this is the mascara I'm gonna do later, which is super fabulous. Fabulous, guys. And I don't know where there it is. This is the eyeshadow I'm gonna do. This is the Shadow Sense. This stuff lasts forever too. This is just like the lipstick. Any of the foundations, the eyeshadows, the mascaras, anything. I haven't been able to get my hands on the eyeliner yet, but I am super excited for that. It is all waterproof. It's the same thing. It lasts a long time. It doesn't smudge. I mean, I can attest to this. The other day I was outside like sweating, playing in the water with my daughter, everything like that. Came back in after like 4 hours. My eyes and my lips looked exactly the same, which is fabulous. But the last thing I wanted to say, this is your remover. You can see how mine's kind of tinted. I have become super obsessed with bright colors. Who would have thought this girl would like bright colors? But sometimes I've had to use my remover. I put it on, you put it on for 30 seconds, put it on, let it sit for 30 seconds, then you get a warm, moist cloth, and you just take off your color. Now sometimes, like especially with those brighter colors, like Kiss for a Cause, for example, I mean, you can imagine that's what it looks like on. It's super bright. It doesn't always come off right away, and I've had girls say, like, I have had to scrub and scrub and scrub. Don't keep scrubbing. Just if it doesn't come off the first time, put more remover on. Wait 30 more seconds and take it off again, and it'll come off. It'll easily come off. I don't want you to, like, scrub your lips to the point that they're raw, because that hurts. And then also, you can see mine is, like, this is supposed to be clear. It's kind of tinted red, and that's because instead of just like putting one nice swoop and letting it sit, I was in a hurry. So I like hurried up and went like this. So sometimes the color obviously can come off on the remover because it's supposed to. That's supposed to take it off. So it can tint your Oops remover. Totally fine. It still works absolutely fine. So don't let that scare you. Don't think you like did something wrong or you have to change removers or anything like that. And I think that's it. I'm going to be back in just a couple minutes, like I said, for the shadow sense and then the black lash sense. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know. 10% chance is still out there, so guess on that picture. But like I said, it's a light color. It's only one color. The picture kind of makes it look a little bit darker, but that's your hint for the day. It's a light color. Very light, pretty color. All right, girls, I'll see you in a couple minutes. Thanks, everybody. Bye.